Listen to that. Yeah, I know. And I'm eating it, bro. I'm actually not a GYG kind of guy. Yeah, I know. I can't do it anymore. Okay, cheers. Toad Harbour. Mwah. Perfection.
Okay.
Ratatouille. I got my Mo stuck in between my two Luigi gloves. Couldn't be a bully if I tried. Yes!
I get another chance.
Sorry.
We decided that to get you a not Kmart Anko brand, purely from California itself. Well, hello and welcome back to the Study Break podcast, where we give you a break from the study and show you the best of Western. If you haven't seen the last episode, which was also our first episode, we had Vice Chancellor George Williams join us with host Casey. There was a lot of Naan debates, there was a lot of Star Wars debates, and there was George being sassy. So I don't know what you're filling your time with that's so important, but go check that out. And in the fashion of 2016 YouTube, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications so you never miss a post. So let's get into this episode 2. We're here with Caden. How are you, Caden?
I'm great. Thank you. Stop it. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you very much. I'm just happy to be here.
So background on how we know Caden, we first met him at the 2024 Indigenous Unisport Nationals, where my first memory of him is him screaming at the top of his lungs, losing his voice for a volleyball game. Is that an accurate representation?
Well, I mean, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Just plain and simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anyone comes to me and is like, what's Caden really like?
Yeah, a lot of screaming. A lot of screaming, like positive screaming,
Positive.
obviously.
Never
yeah,
negative.
Yeah, no scary screaming.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless, like, you know, obviously you're getting spooked. But yeah, mostly positive screaming. That's me. Yeah.
Perfect. And then we also saw you at the September Unisports.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. So back to back. I mean, you got a couple months in between, but you got Indigenous Nationals, which are for all your First Nations students across Australia. And then, yeah, like I said, back to back, then you've got Unisport. So that's anyone. So whether you're First Nations or non-Indigenous as well, you can go to those. You compete in all these sports. It's pretty sick. Obviously, volleyball is, you know, the most competitive, the most intense, worthy of the screaming, the positive screaming. But yeah.
And then we saw you at the Staff versus Students Indigenous basketball game.
Yeah, maybe. Are you guys following?
Every time we see you,
I think,
you are playing some sport.
yeah, well, I don't do that to compensate for video games in my free time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just obviously a very sporty guy, definitely,
Okay.
through and through.
Perfect.
100%, yeah.
And volleyball's your favourite.
And yeah, that's probably my favourite, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is there
I'd
a
say.
reason?
I just like the simplicity of it, you know? There's like no rules, you know? You just
There's
serve it from the back, you hit it
zero
over the net. It's just like, yeah, just real smooth.
There's zero rules.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there is rules. You know, I mean, don't go over the line, don't hit the ball out.
Obviously.
You know, all that sort of jazz. But, you know, it's just, you know, there's just a subtle art in like the simplicity of volleyball. You know, I didn't think I'd be coming here to promote volleyball. I don't even play it anymore, really. But I mean, you know, if any, you know, pro teams are looking, you know.
Can we expect
pick
you
me.
at Unisport again? Not to give away your location and time.
Yeah, I was, you know, for the real ones, you know, I'll put a little sneak preview in. I'm looking to jump back into the volleyball game this year. Yeah.
Perfect.
Indigenous Nationals, 100%, got to represent. But main uni sports, yeah, they might see something coming.
Perfect.
We'll see.
We should follow you there again.
Yes.
I wanted to get started by bringing out your favorite food. So we did a pre-episode survey, and you said that burritos are your favorite food. Is that
Don't tell me you legit
Is that
got it.
accurate?
Oh, no way. Yes.
how
yeah.
long has this been your favorite food?
Pretty much since I like popped out, I reckon. Yeah. Oh my.
We have Casey bringing in our Guzman, and not
Yo.
actually. This is not sponsored. We bought it with our own money.
Oh my lord.
Go in there.
Can I just like take a peek or something or what?
Yeah. So
And the.
yeah, do you want a hash brown? They're
Bro,
breakfast.
do you want a hash brown?
They're breakfast burritos.
I mean, do we eat it now?
Yeah. But actually, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
No,
I
no,
have
yeah.
something for you. Wait. Okay.
That was silly. Yeah, definitely wasn't going to. Anyway.
Speaking of the pre-survey, you said that you can burp really loud.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have the world record, or what Google says is the world record for the highest decibel burp.
Highest decibel. Okay, yeah. All right, run it back. Let's go. Yeah.
And it is 112.4 decibels.
What? Oh, okay, that's lower than I
also,
expected, actually. Yeah.
on my phone, let me bring up my phone. Don't look at my password.
Yeah, no, that would be silly.
I have a decibel recorder.
Okay. All right.
What I'm going to get you to
Yep.
do. So Sprite is notorious for making people burp, and there's challenges everywhere on social media.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the challenge because I actually want you to burp.
Okay.
What I'm going to get you to do is drink some Sprite.
Some or like am I necking this whole thing and then we're going,
If you want to neck it, you can, but also I'm not going to force you to do that.
Well, I'm just worried that I might, well, there is a roof above us and a lot of, machinery. I'm just worried I might, make something happen here if I chug the whole thing. But
We can take the risk.
Okay. All right.
I think it's
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, science at the end of the day.
yeah,
So,
it's
okay.
for
All right.
science.
Okay.
Okay, so
So am I going to crack this open now
yeah.
or are we
Can
going
we
to?
get some ASMR of you opening it
Okay.
up to the
Okay. I'm going to crack this open, but I do need to confess about. I've never burped on camera. Okay, so this is actually to my friends and family. I'm sorry.
I'm sure they forgive you.
Yeah, well, in the name of science, obviously, but I do need to confess it does take a second to charge up. So I do
That's
need
right.
to.
I'll wait.
I'll crack open. We'll get some premium ASMR. Then I'll sort of do my thing, and then and then we'll come back, and I'll let you take a peek behind the curtain. And then we can
get to
sort of
know-
get some stuff happening.
We'll get to know the real you.
All right.
That was nice.
And that's not it.
That
That sounded great.
people would pay to hear that. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna have a couple sips. We're gonna charge up, and then I'll come back here. So I think we might need a time skip or something.
That's right. We got the editing. Editing,
Yep.
Mark.
Yep.
If I can mention your name, Mark. Cut
Yep.
now. What?
Okay.
Are you feeling ready? I need to hold the thing up. To you.
Almost. So now I need to do the charging up. This is gonna look weird. Maybe sound weird.
Do you want me to tell you who has the record while we're waiting?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's actually a man from the Northern Territory. His name's Neville. If you had
That's
something to
so
say
on
to
brand.
Neville right now,
That is so on brand. Neville, let me check this back on. This is a message to Neville. Sorry, Neville. You would know what it's like. Hold on. I just want to apologize.
Neville gets it.
I'm assuming you're probably in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I think
They're gonna have
Google
to
said
scratch.
it.
They're gonna have to scratch that later today. Oh, okay.
You ready?
I think I'm ready.
Here's the thing. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, it's actually really weird. I probably should have even put this down. Hold on. Ew, why'd I do that? Okay, so, yeah, I don't know if that picked that up, but I think that was
It only reached 80.
80 and his was
112.
That's actually not bad. I mean, I was only 40 decibels up.
For no training.
Pardon me.
Should have got that one.
That was the world record one right there. Yeah, I didn't want to blow him too far out of the water. But it doesn't smell though. Actually, it doesn't smell. So
No, I wasn't saying that.
yeah. Sorry, I just get a bit defensive. I actually need to do one more. Sorry. Cheers, Sprite. Boom. Not sponsored.
Okay. So now we got that out of the way.
Yeah, cool.
How about we get into these burritos while
Yeah.
we get to know you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
is there two in there?
There's two. There's
Bro, this is
chorizo
crazy.
and there's bacon.
Chorizo. Bro, I love chorizo.
You want the chorizo one?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
yeah. Oh my god, thanks guys. What the hell?
we do a
Producer
haul?
Josh, shout out. Oh my
It was
lord.
actually Casey, but
Oh, sorry, and Case. Sorry.
Wow.
Well, I felt bad for saying producer George. So
thanks, buddy.
there's your little G's hash brown. Let's just friggin' tuck right in, eh? Okay. Cheers.
It is nice and cold.
Jam. kind of funky though.
Have you
Just
had it
want some?
before?
No, I've never had a hash brown from GYG's actually.
Neither.
Yeah. I actually no, I'll say that later. Actually, yeah, it's a really really good hash brown. Actually, yeah. Nothing. It's all good. It's all good.
Are you a GYG person or like a Mad Max?
That's
person?
yeah. That's what I didn't want to.
You're a Mad Max person.
I get GYG often, and I'm well aware that everyone thinks it's the go, but yeah, I'm actually not a GYG kind of guy. Yeah, I know. There's my friggin' yeah. That's my little Venom moment there. I'm actually not with the kids there. I'm more of a Mad Max kind of guy actually. Yeah, I've been coming around Zambrero actually as well. Yeah, massive hot take there.
That is a hot take. Like that is.
Yeah,
you have to argue that one.
That's like Perry friggin' piping hot take right there. But recently I've actually been getting onto Zimbro. I feel like GYG, there's got too many extras, you know? Whereas Mad Max, you sort of run up in there. I just want a burrito, give me treats, so give me guacamole. And that's all the extras you need. Whereas you gotta freaking pay for sour cream. With
So your
GYG,
order is meat, avocado, and
well, I mean, you know, it's when a man's hungry, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we get the beans in there, we get the rice in there. Like I don't need to lecture, you know, literally all of our potential uni students on what the burrito goal is, you know. Everyone knows burritos are the GOAT, okay? It's just, yeah. I won't get too far into it. I appreciate the GYG. I love the GYG. I love the marketing, but Mad Max, that's where my heart is. That's where my heart is. Are you a GYG or Mad Max or?
I'm anything but Zambrero.
Okay. I can respect that. Yeah.
Zambrero has no haters. I'm dead.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that took me a second to actually process that. Yeah, let me just look like I'm. Yeah, that inquisitive
no,
look,
I
but I
get
actually
it.
had no idea what that meant for a sec. But yeah,
Do you want to try the burrito?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like it's. Yeah, I'm actually aiming to just eat everything, not like the
Perfect.
classic try it all.
This
But
is chorizo, so it's yours.
I'll be taking that. Hell yeah, let's
We
go.
have More ASMR.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. Should we just both get amongst it or? Yeah.
Okay. I might
Yeah,
leave
I actually started full going into it. Okay, all right, that's a bit weird. Bro, this is so shout. Let's go.
Are you like
I
a
know.
breakfast burritos up there with other burritos?
Am I what? A breakfast burrito?
Yeah. Like as well.
Yeah, I kind of mess with a breakfast burrito. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm mostly just your classic sort of like your chorizo, your beef, your lamb, that sort of vibe. Breakfast burritos, they go hard, but that's just the best part about a burrito. They just got everything. It's like it's not like you know, I like steak and chips. Like what's inside a steak and chips? Steak and chips. But what's inside a burrito?
Steak.
Yeah, and beans. You forgot beans though. Steak, chips, and beans. All right, that's 3 more than steak and chips right there.
That's
Cheers.
2. That's 1 more.
Hey, cheers. Listen to that. Yeah, I know. And I'm eating it, bro. That is really. Is that a breakfast burrito? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought you were just making conversation. Yeah, I messed with that hard. That's really good. Damn. I only had Nutrigrain for breakfast as well.
I guess
a
this
comically
is
small
brunch.
bowl as well. So yeah, true facts actually. Anyways,
While you
That-
have that, are you able to what is happening?
I don't know. I feel like God just came down to just smite me for my comments on the breakfast burrito.
Okay.
Anyways.
While you're munching down on that,
Yeah, sorry. Whoops.
did you want to tell us a bit about your time at Western and your experience? Like
Yeah.
your study, everything you've done, the brand shoots.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I don't want to. Yeah. Okay.
It's like the worst time to talk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you kind of
I
stitched me up
planned
there,
it really well.
Yeah, that was very well done. Yeah, my time at Western, I don't want to go too on about it, but
That's fine.
I've had like a massive blast here. Like I'm not just saying that because I'm here at a Western podcast, like on a podcast with Western, but I myself just had a massive blast, like actually being a part of the uni. I graduated in 2017 from like a high school, just like near campus, and it just felt like a good sort of. Always wanted to go to uni, and I wanted to do teaching, and that's what I've stuck with right now. And it always felt like the right move for me. But had a lot of different interests. Like it wasn't just teaching, so it was hard pinning one down. But I think once I chose Western and actually got on board with a uni and I saw how many opportunities were open to students, like it really just got me on board. Like I was studying here. To date, I've studied a Bachelor of Arts pathway to teaching primary. And that was really good because I learned a bit of pedagogical stuff for teaching, but I actually, because it was a Bachelor of Arts, I got to choose lots of stuff that I was interested in. So I chose like poetry units and creative writing and like Aboriginal education units and lots of stuff that interests me. And then from there, I graduated from that, I think maybe 2 years ago, and went into my master's this year. And all the while, like you kind of think, I just assumed when you're at uni, you sort of just get in, get out, like you study and that's about it. But I applied to be a student ambassador, which was really, really good because like obviously getting paid while you study, but you get a lot of experience like communicating with people and building your organizational skills and whatnot. And it's just like just a sick gig, I thought. And then from there, I've worked with the uni in other capacities and not to mention things like sport and things like brand shoots and even opportunities like this. Like they're all open to like anyone. Like if you're a student, you're just listening to this, like, and you want to get more involved with uni. Like I remember I came onto campus and like I would want to just like have that. Before I came to uni, like I would think of it as like American movies, like where you go to college and stuff, like everyone's carrying their books around. And like, if you want to get involved in that stuff, just have a look around and Google it and talk to people, talk to the people in your classes, talk to your tutor, because like it's pretty easy to recreate stuff like that. And yeah, there's just so many opportunities out there. Like we spoke about, like I've been part of, as a First Nations student, I've had the opportunity of being part of Indigenous Nationals, which run every year. So if you're a Indigenous student as well, Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander, get on board, all right? Get on board. We need the recruits, and it's an absolute doozy of a time. You play 4 sports over a week, and the university flies you out to wherever it is. This year it's in Perth, so on Noongar land, and I mean, fingers crossed, but it looks like we're going to get flown across as well, which is awesome. So that's a sick opportunity, and not to mention uni games that everyone can be a part of. So whether you're Indigenous or non-Indigenous, you can sign up to those as well. And I've met so many people that are like really good friends of mine, and like people even that I live with now that I've met at uni. So yeah, for me, uni's just been like such a massive journey, and it's really opened just so many opportunities that have expanded into other parts of my life, like who I live with, what my job is, what I do in my free time, you know, what I do on my holidays. Like, yeah, it's just a banger.
Perfect.
Pretty sick.
So speaking of your work, you said you're an Indigenous education officer at a high school. Mm-hmm. What if someone doesn't know what that means? Are you able to just give a rundown once you've swallowed your food?
Yeah.
On just kind of what that is and what your role looks like.
Sure. Yeah. So like you mentioned, I'm an Indigenous education officer, and that's a role that's filled predominantly by First Nations people, which is awesome. So a lot of schools have them, and a lot of schools are fortunate to have them, and a lot of schools don't actually have them, which is something that I think is a bit of a push as of late to get First Nations people into those jobs, because what I do in my role is I help our First Nations students at school. So I'm currently working at a high school locally, and all our Aboriginal and our Torres Strait Islander students, I'll be like an extra point of call for them. So rather than them just having their teacher or, you know, their son or their daughter's teachers to communicate with, that'll also be have me in the equation as well. So I'll be a point of call for both the students and the parents, and I'm also in those classes as well, helping them. So a lot of these students come from backgrounds where they have a lot of stuff going on at home. When it comes to, you know, culture and their background, historically, you know, like there are a lot of challenges that face not only just everyone, like a lot of students, you know, every student has their challenges, but particularly our First Nations students have a lot of challenges happening at home, you know, because of family history and all of these behaviours and whatnot. So having someone like me in that position helps our students feel comfortable at school, gives them a bit of a helping hand, and in the meantime, I help all the other students in class. So that's a little bit of a yap about my job, but yeah, pretty hectic.
Not to pry, but did you have access to that when you were in high school, or is it kind of a new development? Good question. I was lucky to actually have someone in this role, and then when I graduated,
and I've gone on like my own journey and I've come back to work at this school. I actually replaced him. So he left. He was looking for a new job. So sorry, James. But yeah, he's looking for a new job. Yeah, shout out Berkey. He was looking for a new job, so I just slid in as well. He helped me get that job, but I was privileged enough to have that along with the other boys at my school. But being in this role, I communicate with others in this role at other schools, and we have like a bit of a network going. And there are some schools that they don't have it, and they have some teachers that will act in that role. Like they're doing their full-time load and they might not even be Indigenous as well, and they're helping out in that that facet as well. So yeah. So not all schools will have access to that, but I was lucky enough to have that. Yeah. So
that's awesome. A bit of a switch of gears here, pun intended.
Let's go.
You also, like, on top of all your study and work and taking time out to be on this podcast, you have the self-appointed humble title of Mario Goat, spelled Goat.
Yeah. That was I didn't write that answer in myself. I actually, did a questionnaire. I got like, roommates, people off the street, just family members, co-workers. I sort of, asked them for my best qualities and things like that. And the unanimous census was that I'm the Mario Kart GOAT. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's not really a self-appointed title, although I love it and like it
Still
feels
humble.
Yeah,
but not self.
Yeah, I
Okay.
try to stay modest. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but yeah, when you pretty much never lost a game basically in your life, so it's that's just what comes with it. So
It's a natural, like, it's the next step.
yeah, really. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
How do you handle your responsibilities of that title and then stay so humble and have so much to do in your day?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, this is some serious business.
Put the burrito away.
Yeah. Look, it's, heavy is the head that wears the crown, It's tough work. Someone's got to do it, and if that's got to be me, it's got to be me. Obviously, I'm very busy with, work, and I'm obviously doing work in my extra time. I wake up, I'm doing work, obviously. But, in those, spare minutes that I have free, midnight or whatever, I'll, jump on the Switch, chuck on some Mario Kart 8, born and bred. I'm sure all of us grew up with, like at least Mario Kart 7, but, Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Wii, we've run it back for, many years. So, before this actually, a track came out. This was a rare chink in the armor. A Mario Kart track came out, and I misguessed that. But outside of that, I'm pretty much infallible when it comes to Mario Kart. Yeah. So, did you say who I main? Yeah. I usually run Link on Mario Kart 8, but back in the day, it was probably. I was a bit of a Yoshi fan. I've been a Shy Guy kind of guy though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Shy Guy's been pretty good to me. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah.
I don't know if you saw George's episode last week.
I saw tidbits of it. Yeah.
Okay. So his favorite thing in the world is Star Wars, and we made him wear Jedi robes. I mean, they weren't accurate. Sorry, George.
Okay.
But of course, we have to kind of replicate that here. So once again, I'm going to call over Casey. It just made sense to pay omens to the brothers who started it all. So basically, we're going to get in some Luigi and Mario hats. Now, which one would you prefer?
I'm gonna go Luigi.
Okay, I'll be Mario.
Oh yeah.
Do we want to do a transition again?
So on
one or on after one?
it should be 3, 2, 1, clap.
Okay.
All right, ready?
3,
2, 1.
Would you say you're more Luigi?
Yeah. 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 Yes.
What's
Definitely.
you don't like Mario?
You look different. What the hell? The mo kind of suits you, low key.
People say I look like my dad,
Oh, really?
so maybe that's why.
Your dad looks like Mario? Hell
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I
Hell yeah.
wanted when I was preparing this episode, I knew I was going to be in the presence of greatness, the GOAT. So I wanted to get your opinion on different Mario Kart tracks.
Like tracks or like
No,
tracks?
tracks.
Oh yeah, tracks. Yeah, okay. All
And
right, cool.
Do you know the S, A, B, C, D ranking?
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
Okay,
so I've got
yeah,
a
cool.
list here. I'm going to have to take this
Of
off.
tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I'm going to take this off too.
All right.
Sorry. You have to keep yours on there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll use
What do
that
you-
later. Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first one, I went basic.
Yeah.
Rainbow Road.
Which one are we talking? Are we talking the classic?
Is there multiple?
That's S tier. Yeah, there's multiple.
S
There's
tier.
multiple. Yeah, I would say that's 100% S tier. It's tough, but that's what gives it the prestige that comes behind, even finishing that race. You know? Yeah.
I don't think I ever finished it.
Yeah, well, exactly. There is official, you can finish it, yeah. A lot of people don't know that, yeah. I didn't know it
I
for
thought it
ages,
just
yeah.
kept going.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay,
S tier,
perfect.
S tier.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
You're being Luigi right now, so you have to
Well, yeah, I mean,
humble.
in character, that's a gotta be a A, but, cut that. And then, no, in character, S tier. In GOAT character, that is probably, I'm gonna say that's A tier.
So do we want to go A?
Actually, no, sorry, B tier.
But do we want to go A, meet in the middle, or you want to go B?
I'm gonna go B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely. I was sort of getting confused with Bowser's Castle,
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion, but yeah.
Well, that's
Go.
on here, but Baby Park.
Baby Park, S tier.
S tier.
S tier, absolutely S tier.
Why?
Yep. Because it's simple. It's a true test of skill. It's literally just one circle. Well, it's an oval. It's literally just who can just hit those. Who can just yam it the most,
corners.
Yeah, literally. Who can just send it the most.
So
yeah.
the most complicated and the easiest are both S tier.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
Yeah, I reckon, yeah.
So there's no like criteria.
I feel like there is a criteria. There's definitely a criteria when it comes to it, but yeah, just S tier. There's just something about it that's just kind of unexplainable or
Okay.
inexplainable. Yeah.
Bowser's Castle.
Bowser's Castle, that's got to be S tier. That's S tier as well. You've kind of got some of the best maps here, so it's I feel like I'm just firing it off here, but it really is S tier. I mean, producer Josh, would you agree? Is that S tier or?
Full S tier.
Yeah, full S tier. Yeah.
Full S tier.
Yeah.
Past S tier.
Huh? Yeah. 100%. It's
Do we want
literally.
an S+?
S plus, S plus.
We
Yeah,
can break
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
rules.
Okay, well, I'd probably put all the S's at S+. They're
But
just.
then it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. All right. I would put. No, let's not do an S+ right now. Let's not.
Okay.
Just keep it S tier.
Yeah. Because you're going to have me just actually out here just like full like moving them around and
We
stuff.
can.
Yeah.
We can.
We'll
read you.
yeah. We'll
That's
read
fine.
to you later. Yeah.
TikTok clock.
TikTok clock, I love that one. But it's not I feel like a lot of people might not say it's as iconic as the other ones. So you know what? Maybe I would put Rainbow Road S tier, S plus tier. We're doing S plus tier now.
Okay.
I've changed my mind. Rainbow Road S plus tier.
Yep.
Baby Park, I love that one, but I'm going to put that at S tier,
Okay.
not S plus.
Okay.
And I'm going to put TikTok clock S tier as well. I love TikTok clock. I don't know. Well, I've never obviously been beaten, but that one I've actually never been beaten, like crazily. Yeah, my stats there are, S plus tier.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then Yoshi Falls.
Oh my God, these are just all amazing. This is literally banger for banger for banger. Yoshi Falls, that's the one where you go through the tubes and everything. Oh my God. That's S plus tier actually. S plus.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we have
yeah.
nothing below a B.
Yeah, nothing below a B. What was
Okay.
B again?
Luigi's Mansion. You had to be fair.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, gotta be fair. Yeah.
Okay.
Hate to do my man like that, but
Was your favorite track in this list?
no, it wasn't.
What is
wasn't. My favorite it's called Toad Harbor, and it's just got like a little tram that goes around the map, and it's just like such a cute little map. And the thumbnail for it is so good.
Okay.
Sometimes the thumbnails they're not really too hot, but then the map's good. Sounds like is this good? Is this suck? Whatever. Toad Harbor, perfection.
Okay.
Ratatouille.
When you're when you're driving on the tracks,
Yeah.
do you make sure if someone lets you in, you wave at them, or is that just like a on the road pet peeve?
I'll always, I like to get a bit of friendly competition in there. When I'm out, obviously driving the cart IRL, you always got to get a wave in. But yeah, that was pretty seamless actually. I hate when people do that. I feel like that's a universal one. Like everyone doesn't like that, like just wave. It's not hard. I get you're in your own world. Like that's chill. You got to be a safe driver, 2 hands on the wheel. But just for half a second, just throw 5 fingers out, man. It's not much.
So in Mario as well.
Oh yeah, and in Mario, I mean, yeah, sorry, I got a little deep there, but yeah, in
you're
Mario
fine.
as well. When I'm, everything stands for when I'm on the track as well.
Have you ever? Well, you've never lost.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
you're proof that you can play nice and win.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, like you've got, have you seen Challenges, that tennis movie?
Oh, I thought you meant
I heard a gasp. I heard a gasp on set.
no.
Banger.
I haven't seen.
Banger. That, I get, have you seen Whiplash?
No. Is Challenges the one with the?
Zendaya.
Oh, I was
Zendaya
thinking the Will
and-
Ferrell, but that's Dodgeball.
Yeah, that's Dodge.
That's
yeah.
Dodgeball.
Yeah. Also banger. But yeah, Challenges, Whiplash. What's that other one where they just force them just to like the brink, like to be good? I don't know. Anyways, Whiplash formula basically. I get that. You got to, push yourself to be the best, push others to be like the absolute best, but, just throw a freaking cheeky smile out there, cheeky wave. That's all it takes, just to be
A nice person.
a nice dude,
a
Make
game
someone's
isn't
day, man.
everything.
Well,
It is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But with that being said, smile, okay? It's not hard. It's not hard. Sorry.
Not to keep bringing up the past,
Yeah.
but I was a bit disappointed in your embarrassing moment. You lied. And so background, Caden here, said that one time at a party he walked around convincing everyone he was a bully in high school.
Yeah,
And it was a lie.
Yeah, this is pretty embarrassing, actually.
I thought because we're on YouTube, this would be the perfect opportunity for you to look dead in the camera and give your 2015 style YouTube apology. I want it a minute long. I want tears. I want heartfelt apology for everyone watching for you lying to everyone.
Okay.
You can keep Luigi on if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that camera.
We need to talk. This thing that happened between us. This lie I've been living. I can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. This is serious. I know you remember what I'm talking about. It was that party. The one in Cambridge Park.
We got location.
Now, I said some things and they weren't right. I shouldn't have. They were a lie. Look at me. Do I look like a bully? I'm wearing a Luigi hat. I got my Mo stuck in between my 2 Luigi gloves. Couldn't be a bully if I tried. But despite that, I thought I could say that. I thought I could live out this fantasy that I didn't know that I had. I had too many waters. I thought I could bring the point across and I couldn't, okay? Oh my God. I realized I had that power. Anyways, I couldn't, okay? I said I was a bully. I'm not a bully. I was never a bully. I was a nerd. Shout out to nerds. It was a lie. And I'm sorry. Anyways. Back to Luigi. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm so proud of you for confessing that.
Yeah, thank you. And
It's
that,
been difficult.
and I hope that was the
That was perfect.
was the music on? Did you hear that as well?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's why it was saved.
Yeah, that was kind of, I mean, that was tough, like, intertwining one of my deepest, darkest secrets with one of my favorite, movies. But yeah, but it really helped, actually. Shout out to producer Josh. Yeah, that was great.
No worries,
Set
mate.
the
I almost shed a tear for you, bro.
Yeah? Oh my God, you should have, you shedded them for me because I was, it was something.
Yeah, that
about
was
me.
the downfall that you
Yeah.
didn't cry.
Well, I was about to start crying, but then I, did that almighty
The lights.
bang and then friggin' suffered the, summoned the lights. It
Yeah.
was, sort of took the tears out of me, yeah.
Now to
Anyways,
bring
yeah,
the
I'm
mood
sorry.
Back up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to invite Casey one more time.
Oh, yeah.
We have a game segment for you today.
Okay.
And Casey's our host, and we're going to battle it out. I'm going to win, and
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is mine? I need to look good for the. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really straight.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Sweet.
perfect.
Perfect. Okay. So this is you versus me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Like
Alright.
Casey's the game host.
Do you want your moustache back or? Maybe you
it
should put
sticky?
it. Yeah. It's something.
Oh, it's sticky again.
Wow. And yours is straight too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. This is perfect. Okay. Should we
put
make
the
some
gloves.
room? Are you? Oh yeah.
Casey. Oh, and Nasal's here.
And Nasal's here again.
Yo.
Wait, I gotta get dressed.
Oh, thanks, Nasal.
Oh, 1 sec.
Oh,
You want some Sprite? That's pretty good. You're right. Do I need to move? Oh my god. You kill someone.
oh, it's becoming not sticky again.
Yeah, mine's sort of like flapping off as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it.
Don't let them fly away.
No, that is not the answer.
Oh, this is the worst feeling.
You should do it like this. This is kind of cool, actually.
It's like 2D.
Ugh.
Going, guys.
Good.
A bit underdressed.
We should have got you a Yoshi hat.
Oh, that would have been so banger. I'd give you a moustache, but mine is fully printed onto my
Yeah,
skin
I'm kind
now.
of alright actually. Josh is gonna have a connection.
You're the
about
only one
the
here without a mustache.
cords.
You are the only one here without a
Sorry.
mustache.
Should have grown one out before I came.
Yeah, squeeze.
Okay, sorry. Let me just get my things here. Just gonna scooch in on between you.
Okay.
Oh God, this is brighter than what it was the other week. You can't even see the camera. Hey guys.
Hello. How you
Hey
doing?
guys.
Well, welcome to the challenge portion of the episode. Are you okay?
Oh
Welcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we know, obviously, that you have mentioned that you're studying to be a teacher.
Yep. Did you see my face start to come off with it as well? I was like, hold on.
They're super stuck.
Okay.
So we thought it would be fitting if we played a game of, I don't know if you remember the TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we thought it would be fitting to put you guys head to head in a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Okay.
So the way it's going to work is I'm going to ask the questions. They're multiple choice because I wasn't really that confident that either of you would be able to answer them if I didn't give you multiple choice options. Not that I doubt your intelligence, but I...
Wow.
It sounds like there's a
Tell
bit
us
of
how you
doubting
really
happening.
feel.
No,
I'm going to be real.
Yeah, I didn't want this to
Yeah.
completely fail, so I'm going to give you some multiple choice options.
Okay.
I want each of you to come up with a buzzer sound. So I'm going to ask the question.
Okay.
Buzz in when you think you know the answer. You can say it before I've said the answers, like the multiple choice options, or you can wait for all of those. First person to buzz in gets the answer. If you get it wrong, then it goes over to the other person.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you guess the answer before, before,
Yeah, sorry. So I think I bummed the table again. Yeah.
you'll just, if you guess the answer before I've read out the multiple choice questions, it's 2 points.
Oh,
Okay.
But if you
alright.
get it from the multiple choice, it's 1 point.
Okay.
What I'm gonna score on the board. Do you guys want to pick a color? Which is your
one.
with the gloves is so gross. Okay, green
Bang.
and pink. Okay.
Is green your favorite color?
Yellow is, but in character, yeah, I love green, yeah.
Okay. I'll just take those.
Oh, sorry,
from-
yeah.
that's okay.
Thanks.
Are you guys ready for the intro song for the game?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
You guys gonna start dancing?
All right, we don't want to get copyrighted. Cut it off. All right. Oh, let me
that
pull
was
up
such
the
a
questions.
jam.
It is.
Wow.
It was kind of a bob.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, don't look at my phone.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's got the answers. Okay. Are you guys ready for the first question?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, we haven't decided on your buzzers.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
What's your buzzer
you can
sound?
pick first.
No, ladies first, please. Sucked in.
Womp womp.
I'll do we do
Whatever
Mario
noise.
themed ones or do we do
Oh.
any that we want?
Whatever you want. Whatever feels right.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 'Cause I
Yeah
know-
to what?
Let's do. Can I be George? I'll be George.
Like.
George.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that? Oh yeah.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but we learned it.
Doug. I'll do Doug.
Okay.
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 Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah,
okay.
beautiful.
So like 3, 2, 1.
George.
Doug.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. We're gonna have 5 questions, so it's the best out of 5.
Okay.
But you can get up to 10.
You could. Yeah. Okay.
Because the double.
Wait, sorry.
the
Wait,
double
no,
points.
sorry. What's the first two? 10.
There's gonna be 5 questions. Whoever has the most points out of the 5 questions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
you
did I
can
even
get
get 10
double-
from?
I don't.
then?
Well, because
okay.
you get
double
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
All
right. Yeah, cool.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Good luck.
I haven't really checked these, so they could be wrong. All right. First
You haven't
question.
checked these, so they could be
They
wrong.
could be wrong. I don't know.
What?
It's fine. No, it's
You
fine.
don't say that before you're about to do friggin'
It's
trivia.
from a website called Pro Profs. So
Oh
shout
yeah, I
out,
know that
shout
one.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. Which is the fastest bird on foot?
Emu. Oh, George.
You didn't.
Is your answer emu?
No. It's the ostrich.
That's correct.
Yes.
Damn, that's 2
Oh,
points.
too good.
Laura, buddy, come
I
on.
can catch up.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Apparently, they can run up to 70 kilometers per hour. If anyone was wondering.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Question 2. Which planet is closest to the sun?
George. Mars. Oh, no, it's not Mars.
Oh, that's your answer. What? Laura, you can guess, and I'll give you a chance because if you get it wrong without the answers, you can still have a chance to get 1 point and I'll read you out the options. Do you have a guess though for 2 points to catch up?
Venus.
Yes.
I get another chance.
Sorry.
Okay, now
I don't think
now,
I ever do that on.
now you get the. I'll read you out the options. Well, you said Venus, but it's not Venus. What? So there's Earth,
No.
Mercury, Saturn, or Jupiter.
Mercury.
That's correct. Yay!
Oh my god. Good
Oh wait,
job.
that's only 1 point. Sorry, I almost gave you 2 points. Sorry, I'm being unfair.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Alright, that was the handicap. Now I'm going all in.
you're still
let-
ahead.
just let-
So you don't need to calm down.
Yeah, true.
geez. Yeah.
Mars.
Okay. All right. Question 3. A heptagon is a shape with how many sides?
Doug. 7.
That's correct.
What the hell? I heard you talking about heptagons before this.
We had no
I'm
pre-show
smelling something
heptagon
fishy.
talk.
No, that's normal. That's
just
normal.
kidding. Just kidding. Good
I
job.
just know numbers.
Good job.
You do, buddy.
You did very good.
You know
That was
numbers.
very good, actually.
Aiden
yeah.
doesn't know numbers apparently.
I was being Jenny. I was being Jenny.
Jenny?
That's generous. What the,
Oh,
that's what the kids
Jenny.
are saying
Sorry.
nowadays. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not up with the lingo.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
What?
Oh, actually. How many
All right.
questions has that been?
3.
Okay. We might do more than 5. Anyway. Oh, that's a bit political. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Question 4. What is the smallest prime number?
George,
Yes,
you said prime, right?
I did.
1.
That's incorrect.
Oh no!
That's incorrect.
I can't let my.
3?
Children. Wait, what?
3?
Oh yeah.
That is also incorrect.
Oh.
The lowest prime number is 2.
Oh my god! I was
Hey.
thinking
The
of.
only even prime number.
In between.
All the other numbers can be like,
Yeah. I was thinking of
So apparently I'm not good with
No,
numbers.
what are they called again? They start with P. No, they start with C. Not a composite. What are they? You've got primes and then
primes and.
Composite?
primes, composites. What a prime number? I thought a
I
prime.
haven't been in school for a
Are
long
you
time.
sure? Are you sure?
Look,
Are you
the
sure?
correct answer is 2. The smallest prime number is 2. Prime numbers are natural numbers greater than 1 that are divisible by only 1 and themselves. And 2 fits this definition.
Well, 1's divisible by 1 in itself, isn't it? 1 divided by 1 and 1 divided by 1. 1 divided by 1 equals 1. You know,
we work
maybe.
in social media. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
that's okay. That's all right. I don't help out in math class every day, so it's all good.
It's okay.
That's fine.
All right. We'll forget. We'll erase
No,
that
it's
for your
fine, it's
future
fine.
career. For your future career.
Well, we both got it wrong anyway, so it doesn't even
it's
matter.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Question 5.
5.
Who was the first person to step foot on the moon?
George.
Doug.
George was first.
Neil Armstrong?
That's correct.
No one.
Oh, yes, wait.
I'm gonna bring that up.
2.
Let's start a conspiracy theory chat about the moon landing not being real.
I can talk about that.
Let's
that was
go.
the political one, yeah.
Okay, well, I want to do one more question because I want to give Laura the chance to come up with a W.
What's the score at the moment?
The score is, oh wait, I should have been holding this. That was the whole thing. 4 to Caden, 3 to Laura. Ew.
West side.
Ew.
So Laura can make it back.
Yeah.
She can. So this is the final question for the
Oh,
win.
yeah.
The win. All
Good
right.
luck.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah. Run it back again. That's crazy.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go. Nah.
Okay.
That's it. We're not brothers anymore.
We were never brothers.
The final question for 1,000 points. Carefully
That's a lot.
is an example of what type of word?
Doug.
George.
Yes, Doug.
Adjective. Adverb. Adverb.
No, you already guessed adjective. What? Over to Caden.
George.
Yes.
Adverb.
That's
I
correct.
gave him the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Gave
Caden
him the
wins
answer.
and
Good
gets
job,
an
though. That was
extra
actually really good.
points. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
And for winning,
Oh.
Casey, once again, we have a gift for Caden.
Oh, you just let me get that last question, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah.
I gave it away for free. I didn't get it wrong.
Well, actually, now that we're obviously not rolling, I did
We're
say
still
emu
rolling.
in the beginning
We're
and then
still
said
rolling.
ostrich, so that shouldn't have, I changed my answer. You should have been able to change your answer.
Exactly. I
But,
don't.
but luckily we weren't rolling when I said that, right?
Nope. Anyway, you told us that you're as Avril Lavigne would put it, a skater boy,
Yeah.
but you're out of action.
As in I don't skate anymore?
Well, your
Yeah.
board is broken.
Yeah, actually my board broke friggin' like 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Okay.
I got an electric skateboard because I had a longboard.
Mm-hmm.
And then anyways, I loved it so much. Like I'm not really about the tricks, I'm more about the skating. And then I got an electric longboard. Everything was sweet. I was friggin' loving it. And then go figure, I didn't charge it for a year and then it broke. What's with that, You don't charge a battery for a year and then suddenly, it can't be charged. It's almost like that's common sense, But yeah, I apparently didn't get the memo and then it broke. So yeah, it was pretty tough, out of action. But
Well,
yeah.
we decided that to get you a not Kmart Anko brand, purely from California itself, really fancy longboard
Whoa! Oh my
for
God!
you to take home and
It's
board.
electric, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! This is crazy.
You're going to have to get the plastic off because we couldn't get it off.
Yeah, this is actually sick. Well, I think maybe that'll
you have
be
to take
like
the
a
truck
natural
off.
break or something. Oh, this thing's on. Oh,
Yeah.
looks. You steal it?
Yeah. No.
Sorry, no, obviously not. That would be so weird. Wow, this is kind of cool. Check this out. So this is a longboard. How good? Not a shortboard. Not a trick deck. This one's purely for cruising. And then you can, like loosen the trucks up, and then that way you can turn easier. So if you've been
I'm
on a
sure the bearings
skateboard,
are really good.
yeah, the bearings
Like,
would be.
Look how far that goes.
It looks pretty high quality. I'm gonna be real. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
welcome.
Oh my God. Now I can skate home. This is fresh. I can just leave the car and just skate home.
Yeah, save petrol. Save
Yeah.
money.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The last thing I'm going to expose to the world about you
Mm-hmm.
is that you like scrapbooking. But you're
Yeah.
behind by 365 days.
Yeah, and counting actually. So yeah,
Okay.
that's a bit of a passion of mine. I like doing it. I don't do it every day because I'm 365 days and counting behind.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it's actually just such a mad hobby. I actually
Mm-hmm.
love it. Do you scrapbook or anything or?
Not really.
Oh yeah.
But-
Well, yeah.
It's cool.
Well, let me just put out my resume real quick. I'll just talk about it and then
Perfect.
and then,
Tell
and
us
then we'll
when
change
it
it to yeah.
started.
Well, it actually started when I was pretty much when I graduated, or maybe when I was like 16 or 17, and we went to not schoolies, but it was like we just sort of went for like a bit of like a beach getaway thing, and we had heaps of photos. When we went to restaurants, we had like receipts, stuff like that. and little things from the holiday. And I just wanted to keep them. But it's kind of annoying when you just like have a pile of mismatched sized things. So it was like, I'll paste them into a book. And then, yeah, like, what's that? Quick maths. That's like friggin', yeah, like that's like 8 or 9 years later or whatever. Don't feel like doing math. But
I don't know how old you
yeah, I don't really feel like doing the math. But basically, oh yeah, you don't know how old I am. But yeah, anyway, since then, I've pretty much just been putting it all into like a big scrapbook, and I've filled 2 out, I think, so far now. So, and yeah, just put like concert tickets there, or like if you go to a festival, you put the wristband in it, or photos, and then I'll do like little drawings around it, or tape them in, or glue them in, like cut stuff out and do collages and stuff. And it's like cool. So now I can just like, when it's like a rainy day or whatever, and I just come across it, I can just like, yeah, I can just look back at all these memories. I think I put when I went to O Week at Western as well when I first started, like I put there was like a photo booth there. I put that in there, just like loads of different stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. So but don't tell anyone though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone watching, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, just
inner circle only.
Yeah, of course.
I just wanted to make sure that this experience didn't put you like 366 days behind.
Yeah.
So, because obviously you would scrapbook this day. And I just wanted to make sure that I took a day off your to-do list.
Yeah.
So, Casey, one more time.
Well,
I have something for you.
oh my
I
God.
took the liberty of making up myself with no experience of scrapbooking.
What the heck is this?
And context as to my question before we started filming, which I will not be going again.
What is that? Oh my
If you wanna
God.
show it to the
That
camera.
is
Show the
that is
camera.
funky. Look at that. We need a close up on this. We need a close up on these. We need a close up on the sign. Wow. That is so good. You do scrapbook. I can see the workings of a great young scrapbooker in this, definitely. Oh my God, that's actually amazing. I'm going to cherish this so deeply. And I've got a pin board thing at home where I'm putting like photos and stuff on it. So I think this is going to occupy that.
Not the book, the pin board.
Yeah, I think this is now going to be on the pin board, which is like the more prestigious scrapbook. So that is funky. That's just one more look at that. That is. So I was like wondering why you just straight up went to talk to her. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I mean, we're
There
on a
was
podcast,
context.
I guess.
Yeah.
What is that photo of us though? You
So-
look all right, but what am I doing?
So that's from the brand shoot. I don't know when, but it's in our database and I have access to it. So that's cool. And then that was at the Indigenous Staff versus Student thing, actually.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, wow. Oh my God.
And we're wearing opposite hats though, so it's not super
yeah.
accurate. I just guessed that you might be a Mario guy, but I was clearly wrong.
Yeah, well, I thought, I'd give you sort of the main character vibes today. So I just thought, no worries, man. No worries. You just made me feel so at home and it's just been lovely,
There's the
That
super
photo is
burrito
so bad.
riding the longboard. I don't know if you picked that up.
Yep. Multiple burritos.
Yep.
Spider-Man. That's lovely. I love that. I hate the photo of me. That day.
It does not look like you at all.
Yeah, can I actually tell a story about that day
Yes.
quickly? That day, I walked in, and we were probably both there actually. Sorry, not the camera. Sorry, we were there, and it was like a brand shoot. I walk in, and sort of you get like a bit of an idea of like what clothes to wear, stuff like that. And then when you get there, they put a little bit of makeup on you, and they like touch you up. And I walked in, and I'm not sure what the lady's name was, but like I forget her name, but she's lovely. I walked in and she's like, oh, you look fine. I'll only need to like do whatever the makeup term was, like basically 0. She was like, oh, that's fine. I'll literally just do one little brush or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I sat up on there, like up in the, little actor's seat or whatever. And then we just had such a mad conversation. And I think low key, like obviously she's a master at doing makeup, but I think we just got carried away in the conversation. She forgot that I only needed a little bit. So she full on caked my face with makeup. And I actually, I looked sick that day. It was so crazy.
You look airbrushed.
Here, I don't look too bad. But like, if you saw me on the day, it was like nuts. That it was full on just caked on. We were just having such a mad yarn. And then like I walked home and it was like I couldn't just like get makeup wipes. Like I pretty much like had to have a shower and everything, get rid of it. It was crazy. So that was a funny day. Very funny day.
Bit of a
but I
full
appreciate
beat
it.
moment.
I love it.
So
Freaking slow there,
unfortunately,
okay.
it's coming to an end of this episode.
What?
We can't sit here forever.
I thought. I thought we could.
To that camera.
Oh, I thought we could. I'm sorry. This felt like it was going to last forever. Who am I kidding? We were doomed straight from the start. Thanks for having me on the podcast. It's been a wild ride. You and I. Are you crying? Wow. Yeah.
It's okay.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I still have one more question.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sorry.
shit. Oh, sorry. Oh,
Not the end of the
fuck,
end.
That's awkward. Okay. Yep.
So at the end of last episode, we asked George to ask a question for the next person, which
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't know it was you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
And he's a Star Wars fan, obviously. We've
Oh,
mentioned
yeah.
that.
All right. Let's hear it. Yeah.
His question was Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars through and through.
Why?
Star Wars through and through. I think on the DL, Vice Chancellor, if you are listening now, I think the
Yes.
franchise has had a bit of a hit lately. But overall, over Star Trek, I would say that it definitely takes the cake. Also, it's probably worth mentioning that I haven't seen a lot of Star Trek. I know, like, it's one of those things where you know a lot of stuff about it. It's like how a lot of people have, like, heard of Terminator, but they probably haven't seen Terminator. I've definitely seen it, though. Star Trek's probably, like, the same vibe. But I reckon, yeah, Star Wars, 100%. I could go on and on. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lightsabers. You know that thing about, like, Mace Windu? How he, like, Samuel L. Jackson, he, like, asked for the purple lightsaber. Yeah. And it was like,
I love when he did
canonically,
that.
it had, like, no reason to be there, but he just freaking asked for it. And George Lucas was like, yeah, man. Okay. Heck yeah. So I think just, like, anyways, that was a random tangent, but I think, yeah, I reckon Star Wars. Full stop.
Perfect. And then we're going to ask you to leave a
yeah.
question to the
Oh.
next person. You can have a moment to think. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't know who it's going to be, so
Okay, no idea who it's going to be. All right. I reckon I do need... Okay.
you're good. Oh. Did you have a light bulb moment?
Yeah, but yeah. It just...
It came
That's
to you.
so crazy, yeah. I am going to ask, because I didn't touch on Spider-Man
Yeah, we did
today, but Spider-Man's pretty much like my favorite superhero.
You did say that.
I'm going to say, I would say favorite version of Spider-Man, but I feel like that's maybe like a really geeky thing to say. So I'm going to say favorite superhero, and do you think they could beat Spider-Man?
Okay.
That's my question.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in the next episode
Yeah,
what they think.
I'll tune in.
Perfect.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, thank you for joining us. Is there anything else you want the audience to know?
I mean, if you're still here and you're watching, thanks heaps for watching. Thanks for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And not to be too cheesy, but what I was saying about exploring your opportunities and stuff, do it. Because like it's like that domino meme where the person, flicks that tiny little domino and hits the massive domino. At one moment I was, becoming a uni student, and now I'm, on a podcast, which is pretty crazy. So go out, explore those opportunities, and make the most of it while you're in uni. Thanks heaps.
This has been The Study Break. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Wow, how good. High five. Come on, high five.
That was weird.
That was so... Well, because you were doing a high five forward.
Well, what were you trying to
Well, I
do?
was trying to go for a regular human high five.
Do you want any warning? Like, do you have any questions beforehand?
No, I reckon we're sweet. Maybe we should have like a safe word or something though. Podcast wise, yeah, like should have like a word.
That you don't want to do something?
Maybe like if there's an emergency, like I don't know, like one of us needs a fart or something. Like we should have a safe word.
I mean, you can have that word if you need that.
So you're just gonna fart on podcast? That is great. Yuck, bro. That is.
Yeah. So So basically, you're gonna do the burping.
Okay, all right,
And then
and then you'll
I'll
do
take care of the other side.
Yeah, the other bodily
Gas.
things. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, all right. So maybe, all right, so our safe word can be... Maybe our safe word can be George. But no, but maybe I'll say that, because you guys will say, oh, yeah, and actually, you know, Vice Chancellor George...
I do mention George.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then, yeah. Okay.
So then
So
you'll
not-
get confused. You're like, wait, we're stopping.
Okay.
So maybe not George. It's always
just-
good to have it and not need it than to need it and not have
That's
it.
so facts. That is so facts.
Yeah,
Gandhi.
So the last question, you didn't even notice.
Revelations 14:12.